Hi, YouTube family. I have so much to say that I don't even know where to start. But we're going to start with a hug because I think a couple of things I forgot because I was rushing. So, cool. Hey, everybody. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture, as I love to say. It's not cute not knowing, and now you are going to know. I've got so much to tell you, but I'm just going to take my time. I'm going to take my time and go through the stories. Black Panther 2 is being delayed. Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever was supposed to come out next July. Marvel and Disney, they have moved it to November the 11th, 2022. There are problems on the set of Black Panther 2, which I've been telling you about. How do you move on without a Chadwick Boseman? Who's going to be the next Black Panther? Doesn't look like it's going to be actress Letitia Wright, who plays Shuri. She says she's not the problem on the set and she's not bothering people because she is not a vaccine taker. Now, over the weekend, actress Dorothy Steel has died. I want you to go back to the scene in Black Panther where it was like the council was all around and the elders, and she was the elderly woman, kind of like the grandmother. Dorothy Steel started her career at the age of 88. She died over the weekend at the age of 95 in the middle of filming Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. This is another situation, how they're going to, do that. Not that she had this major role, but how do you do this? But they've run into some hiccups on this movie. Don't look for Black Panther 2 next July. It's coming out November 11th of 2022. I want to tell you guys about a special that is airing tonight, and it kind of like leads up to what I want to talk about with Eve. Tonight on 6ABC. And if you miss it, don't worry. It's streaming on Hulu. The Real Queens of Hip Hop. It's a decade by decade look at the women in hip hop. You name the big one. Salt from Salt and Pepper is narrating, but MC Lyte, Eve, DeBrat, Little Kim, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Trina, Moni Love, and many others in between. I am so looking forward to this because I know that hip hop, rap music is this male dominated field, but you can't forget the women who made a mark. It airs tonight on ABC at 10 o'clock. Tape it, or it starts streaming on Hulu tomorrow. I cannot wait to see this. Now, Eve is one of the rappers, and tomorrow night, her new show on ABC, Queens, debuts. It's Eve, it's Notori Naughton. You've got Brandy, and you've got, and I wrote her name down because, Nadine Velasquez. Because I was like, I had to like write it down so I could remember. Queens, the reviews are great. Tuesday nights at 10. They play a group that was hot in the 90s. But then, life goes on. You have kids, you get older. Do they still have it? And can they make a comeback? This is the premise of Queens. Now, Eve started the weekend off with amazing news. Eve is finally going to be a mom. She's 42 years old. When she left the talk show, The Talk, she said she wanted to focus on being a mom. But then she got this job on this show, Queens. So a lot of people said, oh, she probably wasn't serious. She was serious. All her blessings are coming in at once. Queen is married to British entrepreneur Maximilian Cooper. They have been together. They've been married since 2014, together for 10. He's got 4 kids. They're all teenagers, age 19, 17, 15, 13. She has been a stepmother to his children, and now she and her husband are welcoming their bundle of joy next February. Her family is so thrilled. I had a chance to talk to her mom. Her mom is such a wonderful lady. and they are thrilled. And I am so happy for Eve that this dream is coming true for her. Cheryl Underwood. Cheryl gonna have to be careful. There is trouble on the talk, and she could be the next to go. She's the last man standing. They say she wasn't happy when they brought Natalie Morales in, and they've really shaken it up. There's men, whole new cast, it just looks different. But Cheryl Underwood, the last man standing, producers are saying that she's difficult, so she won't let any of them talk to her. You got to talk to her personal assistant if you have something for her, because she's getting this reputation for being demanding. Now, Cheryl, you be careful out here in these streets, because they be letting people go on that talk, and you the last man standing. But be careful, because right now this is the Natalie Morales show. They got Natalie from NBC after 22 years. She was with NBC. It's about to be the Natalie Morales show, and everybody else is just contributing, but she's going to be the leader. I got talk show scoop, y'all, over at The View. They're very nervous about a book that Meghan McCain is writing. In her book, Bad Republican, there's a whole chapter on The View and why she left. Well, the executive producer is telling them don't be talking to her, but there's a couple of them on it. They're still friends with her. This is going to be interesting what she says about The View. Let's go over to Nick Cannon. The ratings are low. How low can you go? To the point, not a lot of viewers. I don't know what it is. Do you guys like it? Some people they like it. Some people like it's corny. In Philadelphia, it airs at 12 o'clock. It's kind of like an afterthought. With the Wendy show coming on at 10, then The Real coming on at 11. But Nick Cannon, they say, no way, no shape, no how will he ever replace Wendy Williams. Now let's get over to the Wendy Williams show. Today they had Bevy Smith, Michael Yo, some other people, whole panel. People want Wendy. This is your problem when you got these big shoes to fill. People want Wendy. They don't want to put anybody in the seat that would upset her. Lunel was funny, by the way. Lunel, you were great on there, and you held your own. Leah Remini is going to do it this week. They don't know who's going to do it next week or how they're going to move forward. A lot of people are turning it down. A lot of people are turning it down. But Wendy is still recovering. Batman, the new trailer, Robert Pattinson playing Batman, came out over the weekend. It looks dark and gloomy and spooky. Jussie Smollett, they're not letting this trial go in Chicago. He got to go to court in November. Back in 2019, the alleged hate crime, the hoax. They paid two brothers, they said, to set him up and look like he got robbed because he wanted a raise from Empire. They're not letting it go. A judge said he was lying to police. He already did 10,000 hours worth of community service. I believe he paid a fine. They're dragging him back in court. Another person being dragged back in court is Cuba Gooding Jr. Cuba Gooding Jr., all that damn groping. He's going to court next February. Vanessa Bryant, Kobe Bryant's widow. I cannot believe that she has to take a psychiatric exam to prove that she's upset as she is about losing her husband and her daughter. How cruel is that? That's just... Let's get to Colin Powell. The former Secretary of State, first African American to hold that position, military leader, served under so many presidents. He died at the age of 84 for complications from COVID. But this is one of the things they're not telling people. He was fully vaccinated, but he was also suffering from blood cancer. And if your system is compromised in any way, you stand a chance of becoming gravely ill. Questlove is writing a book, Music is History, based on the past 50 years of the music industry. So I'm thinking, because I'm 57, It's got to be Motown sound of Philly and all that, or the rock and roll and the Beatles and the Rolling Stone. There's so much over the past 50 years. Disco, woo, just music. The beginning of hip hop. I cannot wait to see this book. Lizzo. People think people are just fat shaming her, and I'm sure they are, because you got people that they're cruel, and don't be a little heavier. They just want to say stuff. But Lizzo, what I want her and her people to understand, they just want you to put out music. Just put out music. Stunts. I talked about this last week. The stunts. Girl, you could play the flute. You're talented. She was on Instagram on the toilet taking a poop. Live. Auntie hates stunts. I hate them. I hate stunts. Lizzo, stop it. Stop it. Put out music. They're saying that Britney Spears may do a tell-all on her family. She ain't gonna do that. Because if she says stuff against her family's going to start talking about her. And they'll reveal things she doesn't want revealed ever. And you'll kind of see why there's this conservatorship over her and what led to her mental breakdown. Once her family gets out of the picture without her money, I think each side is just going to go quietly to their corner. I think I went over everything. There was like so much. Watch that hip hop documentary on the women. I think it's going to be good, and we'll have a lot to talk about. Y'all know not to ask me who I thought won versus last night, because y'all know I am Big Daddy Kane all day long. It was good to see these two artists come and show the youngins what hip hop is. I'm sure I'm not the only one over certain age. You don't know what they're saying, you don't know what they're doing, and no one's really rhyming. I like the good MCs. But y'all know I'm Big Daddy Kane all day, and that's all I'm going to say. And one thing Kane did that I liked, he gave props to Roxanne Shante, which was good. He gave Roxanne Shante, because she was part of that Juice crew with him, with Biz Markie and Roxanne. They were part of that crew. And last night, they gave her props. Auntie reads the comments, and I'm trying to go through them as fast as I can. I appreciate hearing from you, so leave a comment, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, especially on juicy days like this, and give us a thumbs up if you like the video. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture. It's not cute, not knowing, and now you know.